Hi everyone, my name is Sid. Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about Alana Thompson, also known as Honey Boo Boo. A few months ago, I made a video on her mother, Mama June, and while I did talk about Alana briefly in that video, there is enough information about Alana separately to make a whole video about her as well, so that's what I'm going to do. So Alana was born on the 28th of August 2005 to parents June Shannon and Mike Thompson. She lived in McIntyre, Georgia with her parents and two of her three older sisters, Lauren and Jessica. Her third older sister, Anna, was living with her grandmother at the time, and her parents often struggled to make ends meet. They needed assistance from charity groups to get Christmas presents, Mike worked multiple jobs, and June tried to save money by couponing. And by doing all of that, they were saving enough money to be able to afford to take Alana to child pageants. It had been on their minds because people would always tell them how cute Alana was and how she looked like a porcelain doll.
Why enter your daughter in pageants in the first place?
We started off at local mall pageants. People were saying, oh, she looks kind of like a porcelain doll. She's really pretty. So we decided to stop at the local mall pageants.
So when Alana was 4, they started entering her into natural pageants, which were pageants without any makeup or hair done or anything like that. And then they eventually started entering her in glitz pageants, which is what it sounds like. They're the kind of pageants with all her hair and makeup done. And they enjoyed doing those pageants the most that they stopped going to natural pageants altogether. They poured a lot of money into Alana's wardrobe and preparing her to be able to compete, and there were even cash prizes available if she did win, but she never won any of them. They weren't too concerned about winning any of the cash prizes, they just considered it a sport for Alana and were happy to just continue doing it because she enjoyed doing it.
You know, I look at it this way, it's a sport for her. It's just like basketball, baseball, anything, you know, parents spend money on that. Why can't we spend the money on our child to do a pageant? She thoroughly enjoys doing it, and as long as she enjoys doing it, we're going to continue doing it until she says no more.
And then the TLC show, Toddlers and Tiaras, was attending one of the pageants that Alana was competing in. They were there to film a completely different toddler, but then they took notice of Alana and June's antics, so they wanted them to be on the show as well. They asked June to put together a video of her and Alana, and so they did, and that only helped them progress further on the show, because as soon as Alana got in front of a camera, she just became a much more exaggerated version of herself. So they got on the show when Alana was 6 on the 4th of January 2012, and just a couple of hours after their episode aired, they went viral.
You're a huge Honey Boo Boo fan. Oh my God.
Who are you going to support for president?
Barack Obama.
Just the other day, Honey Boo Boo endorsement.
And I saw a little girl and I was like, that's Honey Boo Boo.
In the show, we got to see both of her parents, and while it was clear that they were both characters in some way, shape, or form, Alana stood out most of all. She was super hyper and delivered some pretty iconic one-liners.
A dollar makes me holler, Honey Boo Boo.
And Honey Boo Boo was what her nickname became from then on out, and according to her, it was just something she randomly said.
I just said it out the blue.
You said it out the blue?
Yes.
One of the most talked about moments from the show was Alana drinking her go-go juice. It was a concoction made up of Red Bull and Mountain Dew to give Alana some more energy before her pageants.
She just drinks it for pageants to give her that extra oomph. So whatever works for your child, use it.
And there was a massive amount of backlash to this. Many people couldn't believe that they would give something like that to their young daughter. That caused Mama June to backpedal a little bit and say it was just a one-time thing.
I also love that you make go-go juice, Mountain Dew and Red Bull.
We've done that one time only. That was a couple years ago.
Oh, only one time?
Yeah. Even though we saw Alana drink the go-go juice multiple different times on TV.
Here, drink 2 big gulps. Enough. That's enough. No!
But despite the attempted erasure of go-go juice, it is something that is firmly cemented in the Honey Boo Boo legacy and is still something that's talked about to this day. And because they went so viral, and like I said, because it was so clear that all of the other family members were characters in some way, shape or form, TLC gave them a spin-off show in August 2012 called Here Comes Honey Boo Boo. We were fully introduced to Alana's 3 older sisters, Jessica, Lauren, and Anna, who moved in to their house specifically for the filming of the show. We also got to learn more about her father, Mike, who was nicknamed Sugar Bear. All 3 sisters got nicknames as well. Lauren was nicknamed Pumpkin, which is the only nickname that has still stuck to this day. In that show, we got to see what their daily lives entailed, and each member of their family had something to offer in terms of entertainment. In the first season, Alana still attended pageants, but she was also shown enjoying things far outside of the pageant world. She would eat roadkill, attend the redneck games, and a whole bunch of other stuff. In the first episode, she competed in a pageant, and she was pretty upset that she lost, so Sugar Bear went and bought her a pig to make her feel better. But that didn't last, so they got her a pet chicken.
Oh, let go of my arm! Mama, chicken has
And that didn't last, so they got her a pet dog named Jellybean, which did last until he died of old age. And having a new pet kept Alana pretty entertained because she lost interest in doing pageants, and she did stop doing them altogether. Other than that, her and her family got up to all sorts of shenanigans, and they ended up getting lots of criticism for their lifestyle. Lots of people were calling them a disgrace and an embarrassment to America. They even became a target of Family Guy.
Well, the doctor said Honey Boo Boo needs a heart transplant. They're going to do his surgery and put a pig heart in her, so we're going to the ranch to pick out a hog.
I want that one.
This one here? You want this one?
Yeah, no, wait. That pig over there gave me the evil eye. I want that one. I want that one.
This one? This one not here? Who wants sketty and butter?
Which Mama June wasn't happy about at all.
Right, that show is, not a show that I would want to be on to begin with. And the previews like it'd be okay, but just the way they portrayed the show, it was kind of trashy.
But they were able to make light of it in an episode of their own show. They parodied Family Guy back.
We gotta pick you out a new pig for your pig on. You gotta have one with pizzazz and sass to it.
I want that one. No, I want that one. Give me one. I want that one. Screw that. Give me the jackass. I want.
But it sparked a bit of discussion around bullying.
You have to withstand a bunch of bullying. I saw the South Park episode. That was sort of a bullying.
That South Park episode
but let's talk about
crazy.
bullying. Let's talk about bullying.
Mama June and Alana became spokespeople for a bunch of anti-bullying foundations.
So you guys want to be a spokesperson for bullying?
Anti-bullying.
Anti-bullying.
Yeah. Nobody should be like bullied. I don't care who you are. Big, small, ugly, fat, formality. Nobody should bully anybody. That's just wrong.
They helped raise heaps of money by selling t-shirts and doing meet and greets. They were then recognized as pioneers of acceptance when Alana's gay uncle was introduced on the show.
I met him through a good mutual friend of mine.
Grinder.
She said this one line and was praised all throughout the gay community.
Ain't nothing wrong with being a little gay. Everybody's a little gay.
And the episode that she said that in was nominated for a GLAAD award, which is an LGBTQ+ award show. And on top of their general anti-bullying stuff, they also raised a bunch of money for anti-bullying of LGBT youth. So yeah, they've done a lot for the community. But something that they've done that's specifically for their local community is help sell Scout Girl cookies. Basically, a friend of June's was a part of the Girl Scouts, and June wanted to help them out by selling some of their cookies on their behalf. She posted an ad on the Honey Boo Boo Facebook page with details on how to buy them from her. And then they were banned from selling Girl Scout cookies. The communications officer for the Girl Scouts felt as though it was inappropriate for them to make it appear as though Honey Boo Boo was a Girl Scout when she's never been a Girl Scout. At least they were attempting to do something good though. But all their good deeds soon became tarnished. They completed filming 4 seasons of Here Comes Honey Boo Boo and began filming the 5th. But in 2014, during a break filming the 5th season, Mama June and Sugar Bear broke up. And when that happened, June reconnected with the previous lover who was convicted of sexually assaulting her daughter Anna the daughter who wasn't originally living with June and the rest of her family. June was pictured with Alana and her previous lover looking at houses and in a hotel room. Alana's uncle actually took the pictures and sold them to TMZ, and of course it caused a massive uproar, and then Here Comes Honey Boo Boo was cancelled.
Just got a phone call this morning from TLC, and as of right now, there will be no more production of the show. The statement of me dating a sex offender is totally untrue. I would not ever put my kids in danger. I love my kids too much. That is my past. I have not seen that person in 10 years and don't seem to want to see that person.
But in 2017, Mama June and Alana got another chance at television. Along with Pumpkin and Sugar Bear, they starred in a WeTV show called Mama June from Not to Hot. Basically, that show was to focus on Mama June's weight loss journey. Basically, long story longer, she lost the weight, she got into a relationship with a guy, and then she got addicted to hardcore drugs, and the guy she was in a relationship enabled it and was just as bad as her, and then they ran away together. Then Pumpkin got custody of Alana. If you want a more in-depth look about everything that Mama June went through, feel free to watch the video that I made about her. And Alana's future drastically changed because of all of that. She went from having a mother who preached about prioritizing her children to having a mother who practically abandoned her. And when June and her boyfriend at the time, Gino, got involved in drugs, they also got involved with a whole bunch of sketchy people. That led to them having to owe people money. Pumpkin, her boyfriend Josh, her daughter, and Alana, for their safety, they chose to all move out into a hotel.
How long do we have to stay here?
I don't know, Alana.
Mama's hanging out with a tough crowd. We don't know exactly who these people are. We haven't figured it out yet, but our living situation is definitely gonna have to change. Oh my God.
Alana did not like that situation at all and was looking forward to being able to go home to do her homework and sleep in her own bed.
Ever since I had a movie with Pumpkin and Josh, I just been waiting for the day that I can go back to Mama's house because like, I wanna be in my room, I wanna be in my bed. But now, Mama's running from bad guys, so there's no telling when I'll go home. And I have homework.
But before being able to settle back into normal life, Mama June's addiction got extremely worse. So Pumpkin started renting a separate house where she and Alana moved into. And when they did that, June started selling everything in her house that was Alana's, that was Pumpkin's, that was all of their stuff for money, for drugs.
Mike, look, I just got a text.
Yeah?
It says, oh my God, look on social media. Mama June is selling everything in her house, all the girls' stuff. Check it out. God, Mike, she is selling all of Alana's stuff, even down to baby dolls of Ella's. Oh my God, she looks awful. Tooth missing, hair all messed up, all different colors.
She also sold the house that she owned when she had previously told Alana that that house would someday be hers. June had also set up trust funds for her daughters for them to access money when they turned 21, but that money soon vanished as well. Alana was constantly worrying about her mum and every day would be expecting to get a phone call to say that she had died. Also, Pumpkin got temporary custody of Alana at first and then eventually got full custody of Alana where June had to pay child support payments to Pumpkin. And while trying to cope with everything that was happening, Alana got on Instagram Live and pretended to snort a line of something.
Well, you didn't tell me. Oh my God, okay, so guys, we're gonna have to cut off the camera really quick because I have to do something. Alright, Alana. Alana, quit doing, don't even fucking mimic that on fucking live. Don't fucking ever do that again. What?
She got scolded by her manager and Pumpkin confiscated her phone. And when June's addiction became the focus of the show, it was rebranded a couple of times. First to Mama June Family Crisis, and then to Mama June Road to Redemption. And then on top of everything, there was a tug-of-war between Alana and whoever had custody of her at the time, and Sugar Bear and his wife Jennifer. Sugar Bear wanted more contact and visitation with Alana and that only ramped up when she had to move out of June's house because of the drug issues. But Alana had no interest in moving into Sugar Bear's house with Jennifer. She felt as though he never wanted her because she wasn't a boy. He even expressed on Here Comes Honey Boo Boo that he wanted a boy.
Now we're all family here, let's just talk about having another kid. Let's try to have a little brother.
No.
I wish a lot of the boy.
Y'all got a baby brother. Where's he at?
He's not human.
And it is something that Alana has reiterated many times over the years.
Well, why do you think that Sugar Bear doesn't want to be a big part of your life?
I feel like, and this is like honestly true, I feel like it's because I'm not a boy.
Sugar Bear doesn't want me because I'm not a boy.
That is a lie.
So because her relationship with her father was so strained, she became attached to June's boyfriend, Gino. They became really close, he got her a pet cat at one stage, and they just spent a lot of quality time together. Most of all, she was able to open up to him and talk openly and honestly with him, which was something that she wasn't able to do with Sugar Bear. He basically made her feel as though that was what a father was supposed to be.
You know, I do feel bad for Alana because her piece of daddy, he doesn't really have anything to do with her, but when Gino started coming around, he went above and beyond for Alana and really showed Alana what a father was supposed to be.
Hey, you better practice your moves. Boss move, come on. Look, she's coming out, she's coming out. This is your new room.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So when he ran off with June to do drugs together, it really hurt Alana. She lost her mother and her father figure in one fell swoop. Sugar Bear and drugs weren't the only thing she had to worry about. Ever since her time on Here Comes Honey Boo Boo, she grabbed the attention of many health experts. From a young age, she was considered obese, and it was something that a lot of talk shows, in particular the doctors, took advantage of as a talking point.
She is, by medical definition, morbidly obese.
She is obese. So aside from the immune system issues and the asthma, are you worried about her weight?
Mama June explained that the reason why Alana was gaining weight was because of the steroids that she was taking.
A lot of her weight, what we've been told honestly by her pediatrician, is the steroids. She's on a lot of steroids every day.
The discussions around Alana's weight on mainstream media eventually died down until many years later. After June's transformation on Mama June from not to hot was complete, a bunch of other people on that show went through some kind of weight loss journey or physical transformation. And it was recently announced that Alana and her boyfriend Draylon would be following the same route.
Almost everybody in my family has had some type of weight loss surgery. And I mean, when me and Draylon first got offered the surgery, we was definitely tempted. But I watched Mama and Jessica go through all these surgeries and not watch how they eat, and they gained it all back. And like, I just know that I can be healthier if I just eat better and like do a little bit of exercising. Like, I know I can do it on my own.
And the person who's been hooking them up with all of that sort of stuff is their manager, Gina Rodriguez. Gina has always managed reality stars. She managed Tila Tequila and Octomom. She even produced and marketed Octomom's X-rated film, and she used to be an adult performer as well. She even had her own short-lived reality show in 2009 called Mummy XXX. But yeah, she's the one getting Alana and her family free or discounted procedures for exposure on their show, social media posts, and news articles. Anyways, one thing that Alana has been accused of many times throughout her time in the spotlight is her exaggerating her accent. Some people believe that it is just a southern accent, and some people believe that it is a black scent. And she first addressed those accusations in 2018 when she was 12.
Let me just tell y'all, someone just told me to stop acting black in my comments. Honey, the last thing I am is black, honey. I'm white. Look at my face, hun. I'm white. White. I need to restrain that piece. But I'm white. And I want to know how the you add a color. Like, oh, you wake up one day and be like, let's see. I'm going to be purple. Ho, you can't act a color. You can be a color, but you can't act a color.
And she has recently been doing more and more unfiltered live streams on TikTok, which has caused another surge of those accusations to come again on social media. Here is a progression of her accent on the shows she's been on compared to her accent on a TikTok live.
I really didn't like the idea of being grounded, and I didn't like it more when I knew what it was.
I really don't even know we need etiquette classes. I think our etiquette-ness is very good. Because like, we can have a real conversation through my comments. Glad to hear from her because I want to know that she's okay.
It's been so long since it's just been me and Mama, and now it's just like the two of us again. It just makes me feel really happy.
All this stuff, no, y'all ain't do none of that. So really, at the end of the day, I can do whatever I want to with my wig. And now again, y'all, that's what I do here. I really need like a like the end of my edge comb is what I really need. But girl, if I knew my edge comb was, I think I'd be fine. But
and yeah, because a lot of people took notice of that exaggerated accent, she got a lot of comments about it. That caused her to lash out by doing an extra exaggerated accent.
Hey, Ashley, you know what? I'm gonna actually start talking like this. Okay, I'm gonna talk like this every day. Okay, cause y'all think I'm so ghetto. I'm finna show y'all ghetto. I'm gay. Because I don't know what you talking about over there. But baby, let me tell you, on this side, we good on this side.
And after getting backlash from doing that, she took to Instagram to address it and apologize. She explained she only did it because she always receives comments about how ghetto her accent is, which she believes she doesn't deliberately do. She also brings up the backlash that she got for doing the head taps on the live. She said she wasn't being rude or disrespectful and that she understands that it's something that people do to relieve an itch while wearing a certain hairstyle. And she says that that will be the last time she will speak on the subject. Another point of criticism for Alana is her new boyfriend, Draylon, who has been appearing on the previous season of Mama June Road to Redemption. They started dating when Alana was 16 and Draylon was 20, and as you can imagine, there was quite a bit of backlash to that because Alana is underage. The family came out in defense of Draylon, expressing how much they like him and that Pumpkin and Josh had a similar age gap and no one cared about it then.
Y'all be trying to talk about our age difference, but half of y'all mamas like 13, 14 years apart. Y'all's mama and y'all's daddy's like 13, 14
But
years
hold
apart.
on a minute. I'm going to speak up for Alana on this. Hold on a minute, Alana. Okay, Pumpkin and Josh were the same age as Draylon and Alana was, and y'all accepted it. Y'all need to realize that she is literally the same age as Pumpkin and Josh
I'm just trying
were.
to figure out how he gonna go to jail and stuff when it's like legal in my state though. Like I'm 16. Like we can tell y'all ain't from Georgia. Like I'm saying, like if y'all and like half of the time,
age does not matter. That's what I'm saying. Pumpkin and Josh are the same age. Y'all accepted them. Y'all can accept Alana.
Y'all talking about ain't no way. So y'all fine with y'all. So y'all fine with y'all mama being 34 and y'all daddy being 56, but that's okay. Get off my life. Goodbye.
Before I get into the next part of the video, I will give an R-word content warning, so if that sort of thing is something that triggers you, then feel free to click off the video and I will see you in my next one. So it was discovered that in 2019, before Draylon and Alana started dating, Draylon was accused and went under investigation for statutory R-word. When he was 18, a 15-year-old girl snuck him into her house and then her mother caught them together. He left and then the mother took the girl to the police station. The police then arrested Draylon and he was originally charged with statutory R-word. When he was arrested, he told the police that he was never at the girl's house and that he was actually with his friends, but then the police questioned the friends that Draylon claimed to be with, and those friends said that they dropped him off at her house. But before it went to trial, a pre-trial diversion was suggested. Basically, that meant he had the option to do some good things that would cause the case to be dismissed. The things he had to do were submit to drug and alcohol screens at his expense, perform 20 hours of community service, he had to have no contact with the minor in question, and he had to attend and complete a moral recognition program. The mother of the 15-year-old girl agreed to give Draylen the chance to complete all of those things, and he was able to complete them all, so the case was subsequently dropped. And more recently, he was arrested for driving under the influence and another 4 counts. The other charges were speeding, driving too close to the person in front of him, eluding a police officer, and failure to maintain lane. He spent 2 days in jail because of that and then was released on a $25,000 bond. But regardless of all of that, Alana loves him and her family accepts him. And Alana just graduated high school and is planning on studying to become a nurse, which is something that she has been wanting to do ever since she was a kid.
I heard you want to be a nurse.
Yeah.
One of the things you want to be, right?
So that's good, and that is pretty much it. The 6th season of Mama June Road to Redemption has just started, so I guess we will see what will unfold. But yeah, that is pretty much it. I'd love to hear what your thoughts are in the comment section below. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.